Sometimes two parties are unable to reach an acceptable settlement through direct negotiations with each other. In such cases, the parties may involve a third party to overcome the stalemate or avoid a trial. Let's take a look at alternative dispute resolution. This process is sometimes called alternative dispute resolution. There are three types of ADR, or alternative dispute resolution. Let's take a look at each. In conciliation, a third party builds a positive relationship between the parties, improves their communication, and facilitates their discussion. Conciliation facilitates a discussion and directs the parties towards a satisfactory settlement and may issue a binding option if both parties agreed to that ahead of time. Conciliation is often the first step in ADR processes. Its goal is to get the parties to better communicate and resolve the problem on their own. Although the conciliator may suggest a resolution that the parties can accept or reject, arbitration and mediation also pursue the ideal of a fair outcome. In mediation, an impartial third party, the mediator, facilitates a discussion using persuasion and logic, suggesting alternatives and establishing each side's priorities. The mediator suggests a settlement that does not have to be accepted. Mediation is a voluntary and non-binding process, whereas the results of arbitration are legally binding. If the conflict has not escalated too much and both sides are motivated to resolve their conflict through bargaining, mediation can be very effective. If the mediator is perceived as neutral, he or she may likely not be effective in the situation. In arbitration, a third party is involved and usually has the authority to impose a settlement on the parties. Arbitration may be required by contract or by law, or may be voluntary if the parties agree to it. The negotiating parties can establish rules for the arbitrator, such as restricting the arbitrator to one of the negotiator's final offers, or freeing the arbitrator to make judgment he or she wishes. Although arbitration, unlike mediation, always results in a settlement, it has greater potential to leave at least one party dissatisfied, which could cause conflict to resurface later. An ombudsman is someone who investigates complaints and mediates fair settlements between aggrieved parties. Ombudsmen help to resolve disputes while they're relatively small.